everybody! Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
Today we're at Walt Disney World at EPCOT, and we're here to experience the new Moana attraction, Journey of Water. We'll also meet the new Figment meet and greet character over at the Imagineering Pavilion, and we'll eat at a place we've never eaten before.
So how about you come with us?
On this adventure.
I don't know why I said it like that, but let's go.
Moana is one of my favorite Disney movies of the last 10 years. Actually, it's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time.
Yes, me too. Love the soundtrack, love all the characters. So when we heard that this was coming to EPCOT, it got me really excited.
I was kind of bummed that it wasn't going to be a ride. I want a Moana boat ride.
We want a whole land, but we'll settle for the Journey of Water for the time being.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. You could hear the music coming out of it. I didn't expect it to be this loud, walking by. So it's got me very excited to head inside, and it's a hot one, like always here in Florida. So I want to get some water splash on me. Right away, the entrance is so beautiful. They're playing the Moana kind of inspired music. It's not the actual music from the movie, but it has some of the same beats to it.
Very Polynesian inspired.
Yes, I feel like I'm back in Hawaii. But the vibes are immaculate so far, and there's all these water misters, which you love. So this is
But don't drink the water because it's
don't drink the water. There was a sign that says don't drink the water, so don't walk through with your mouth open. But I love that there's all this mist and just water shooting up, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful already.
So it looks like the Journey of Water is going to take us through the water cycle, and each station is inspired by one of the different pieces of that water cycle.
So we listened to this podcast called Podcast The Ride. They like to admire Disney fake rocks. And I gotta say, first impression walking in here, these are some good fake rocks. A+ job, Disney. The next section that we're entering is the rain cycle section. Say that 5 times fast. But if you actually look at the rock over here, you might see a familiar face. I didn't notice it at first.
Can you play When You Wish Upon a Star?
I got this. Don't open your mouth.
You know, one thing I like about this experience is that it's a park area. I feel like people take for granted that Disney parks, half the word is parks. And it's just a nice, tranquil space to escape the craziness of EPCOT.
Yeah, you would think all these different people playing with the water would be annoying, but it's actually very soothing. Okay, calm down. Oh! Wow.
It's called Karate Kid.
So now we're in the stream section. This one I think you could actually control the water. So it says to stand on this little wet splash spot and wave to the stream in front of you. So I'm gonna look really cool doing this. Oh my gosh, I feel magical. This is actually really cool. This is way more fun than taking your Magic Band Plus and waving it in front of one of the statues here, let me tell you.
So if you look right beyond where you were making the water squirt up, you can actually see Maui with his hook.
Good find. I feel like I haven't found any. Peter's found both of them.
Yeah.
I need to keep my eyes out, because I bet you every section there's one.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
I do find it kind of funny that there are now 2 places in EPCOT where you can find this jumping water like this. You could do it here, or over by the Figment ride. They also have some jumping water. So they got an abundance of jumping water here at EPCOT.
I love the jumping fountains over at the Imagineering Pavilion as a kid. I have photos of me playing with it, and the water hitting me in the head. But it's weird, over here they actually have, it splits into 2 paths. and one side is the wet path, the other side is the dry path. I don't think you get that wet. It's like you're like walking through a little stream. But I guess if you were wearing like sandals, maybe you might not want to do it.
Another funny thing, it rains so often here in Florida. It's like there's always puddles like that on the ground, but they're like, come to the journey of water where you could simulate walking through wet ground, feels like. As if we don't already know.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
So over in the spring area, you can actually use your hands to control the water. It's like the most I've ever felt like I've been using the Force. It's so magical. I think this is my favorite effect so far of this whole thing. I don't even know how it works. It's really cool.
So I felt like Sorcerer Mickey from Fantasia, where he's like kind of like controlling everything. This one will get you a little bit wet and it feels good. But it's fun to see like how high you could get it. I imagine really tall people, I want to see like how high it could go. So we did confirm that there actually is a hidden character in like every section here. And we forgot to look for one over here in the wetlands, but we found Hey Hey. So if you look on the ground, you'll see some little chicken footprints and then Hey Hey in one of the rocks. And I just realized that we haven't seen a character over here in the spring section, but I think I might see Pua right behind you over here on the little bench area.
So we're now entering the land section, and you could be truly living with the land.
Apparently there's a waterfall here, and if I walk through it, the water will stop.
Do you think that's gonna happen?
There also is a dry path, but I'm gonna be adventurous and I'm gonna take the wet path. Fingers crossed that it doesn't ruin my beautiful hair today. It works. They need to bring this technology to the lazy rivers of the world, so when you go under the waterfall in the lazy river, you don't get more wet. Oh, see? You gotta go. If you're too quick, you're still gonna get wet, so you gotta go a little bit slower.
I'm gonna try to go quick. Here we go. I got wet.
You're too fast. You're not fast enough.
You gotta go slow.
Yeah.
You know, it's good on a hot summer day.
Right after you go through the waterfall, if you look in the rocks, you'll find the sailboat with like a big wave of water.
Next up, we're at the lake, and this is where we'll find the goddess of Blvd. And I think this might be the most beautiful part of this attraction.
Yeah, this is definitely what I was looking forward to the most, because we've seen all the marketing and stuff, and you knew that this was coming. And if you have never seen the movie, she's kind of like Mother Nature.
Yeah.
And she's really the heart of, you know, everything. And she's so beautiful. It's so much bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
It is huge.
Yeah, it's very photogenic. Like there's a million different angles, like where you could get a great photo.
So one of the cast members here, Eddie, showed us a hidden Mickey that is located in this area. It's something I would have never have spotted myself. And also another cast member here, Carol, pointed out that Moana's grandmother lives on as a manta ray and the rocks right above it. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah, I just would have assumed there was nothing in this area besides Blvd, but you gotta look. Another thing that I would have missed. This river area is really cool. It once again has jumping water. I've noticed there's been kind of jumping water in every section here. And you can kind of follow it down like a raging river. And if you look closely, you might even find Maui's hook in the rocks back there. Baby Moana touching the wave. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't even see the wave.
It's like straight from the movie.
So over here, there's a more traditional splash pad area. And if you look, this is actually very shiny right there.
There's also this splash pad over here. And if you look up in the rocks, you see the Kakamora from the movie. But you gotta be careful because they spit at you. At first I was like, oh, I could walk in there, and then I got close and one kind of sprayed towards me. So be careful. And it seems like the big grand finale here is you could make a wave of water. Let's go do it. Everybody over here are so excited about this. It really feels like you're like at the beach and a wave is crashing towards you.
Hold on. I control the water.
I found adult Moana. First you have baby Moana and then you have adult Moana.
So right here you gotta jump to help send water back into the sky.
I'm officially soaked. My Crocs with socks are wet.
The final section of this attraction is the sky, and I think that's where all the misting comes in. Feels like I'm in a cloud. It's so cool.
And if you do have the urge to drink the water, they do have water fountains out front. Watch this.
They could have saved themselves a few $1 million by just putting a water fountain in. That was so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. Although my only criticism is I think this should be at Animal Kingdom and not Epcot.
Yeah, I used to think that, but now I've kind of just gotten over it. I'm happy that we got it in general. And the consensus that like I'm hearing from everybody who's walking out, everyone's like, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little enjoyable new feature in Epcot, and I like it.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be big lines for it too, so you can just do it and have some fun without
It's so
having to wait in
nice
line.
in there. Like like we were saying earlier, it doesn't even feel like you're in Epcot.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 3 p.m., which means it's after lunch, but it's not quite dinner, so I think that's called winter, maybe? I know brunch is lunch and breakfast, right? But anyways, we're gonna go to a place that we've never been before. It opened up a couple years ago. It's in the American Pavilion.
We're finally gonna eat at Regal Eagle Smokehouse here in the American Pavilion. Normally when we come to Epcot, we just do the festivals, but what's cool about this is not only is it themed of Sam Eagle from the Muppets, but it actually has the different regions of American barbecue, like Texas, North Carolina, Kansas City, and Memphis. And I'm excited to try it. Like, we've been wanting to come here for so long, and today is finally the day. I've been thinking about it all day, so let's get inside.
So Regal Eagle Smokehouse has a very thin layer of Muppet theming. It's mostly on the walls. There's a lot of like sight gags and funny references. There is some fun to be had here, but it's not really a Muppet themed restaurant. But my favorite reference is in the corner on the wall. It says, "This is a salute to all cook-offs, but mostly barbecue," which is a fun reference to, Muppet Vision 3D. But what I got here is one of the most popular dishes, and that is the sliced Texas beef brisket sandwich. This is rubbed with their secret brisket rub, and then slow smoked and placed between garlic toast and served with your choice of a side. I got myself the mac and cheese. And I gotta say, this brisket sandwich looks like all over the place. It's like falling out of the Texas toast bun, and it looks juicy. Look at that fat right there. Oh yeah. That brisket is so tender, so fatty, and then that Texas toast, so buttery and just goes perfectly together. 5 out of 5 Peters.
Wow.
Yeah, this is, aside from it looking a little gross because it's hanging on like that, this is amazing.
By the way, over where you get the napkins and stuff, they have a bunch of different barbecue sauces, 4 to be exact. My guess is 1 from each region. And I got all 4, so we're gonna have to try them at some point.
The mac and cheese is good, but not great. There's not a lot of flavor there. I like that the breadcrumbs give it a little bit of a crunch. It's not too cheesy, it's just not that flavorful.
And what I decided to get is the loaded burnt end fries. This is seasoned French fries with burnt ends, macaroni and cheese, and beer battered onion rings. The burnt ends are super flavorful. They're not too fatty. They kind of like melt in your mouth. Tender. The only disappointing thing about this, I think, is the french fries, because they're just like the standard Disney Parks french fries, which are just okay. I don't like this as much as, what did we get at Animal Kingdom? It was like mac and cheese with like onion rings and like pulled
flame-free
pork.
barbecue.
Yeah, it's not quite like on that level.
Yeah.
But if you're not at Animal Kingdom and you can't get that, I would come here and get this because it is like pretty good. I kind of want to take a bunch of barbecue sauce though and just drizzle it on top. I feel like that's what it's missing. So I decided to put all 4 of the sauces on there. Now I'm going to take a bite. I'm curious to see what they taste like. Oh. Get all the sauces, doesn't even matter, slather them on. This is delicious.
That's called Kitra style.
Yeah, that is called the Kitra style, trademark.
It is amazing to me that all the Walt Disney World parks have like great barbecue restaurants. In Disney California Adventure and Disneyland, it doesn't have one good barbecue restaurant.
What the heck?
What the heck, Disney? We used to have Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue. It was amazing. They replaced it with Galaxy's Edge. That's fair. That's totally fair. But give us some good barbecue somewhere else. Anyways, any good barbecue restaurant also has good dessert. And for dessert, I got the banana pudding. Doesn't say the ingredients on this one, but banana pudding is usually vanilla pudding with some banana chunks, some vanilla wafers, and some whipped cream. This is very good. I love banana pudding. One of our favorite desserts in LA is to order banana pudding from Magnolia Bakery. It is the best banana pudding on the planet Earth. This is not as good as that, obviously, but it's pretty good for a theme park. I give it like a 4 out of 5 Peters. It's not quite the best, but it might be the best I've ever had at a theme park. It might be the only one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when have you ever had banana pudding at a theme park?
What I'm saying is this is a solid choice. But I'm very curious if what Kitra got is better than this.
And what I'm gonna try is the s'mores brownie, which looks very good. Very, very good. But I feel like Walt Disney World brownies don't always taste the best, but I'm optimistic.
It actually looks like it might be even a brookie. It has like a brownie and a cookie on it.
Marshmallows are like perfectly toasted.
Yeah.
This is like perfection right here. They're not burnt. So this might be the best Walt Disney World brownie I've ever had, and that's not because it's like a good brownie, it's because it actually tastes like a s'more. There's like a thick layer of chocolate, and then the brownie itself is nice and moist, and then the marshmallows are like ooey gooey, almost tastes like marshmallow fluff as well. Like, oh my god. This is incredible. This is so good. I'm very shocked because I just assumed it wasn't going to be that great. 5 out of 5. Doesn't it taste like a s'more? Kind of?
Fine, yeah. Sure. I know the Figment ride isn't what it used to be, but I still love the Imagineering Pavilion, the look of it, and you have a waterfall that goes up instead of down, which just like breaks my brain. It's incredible.
Finally, the moment I've been waiting for, we're gonna go meet Figment. Hopefully he's there, and hopefully the line isn't like 8 hours long. There he is. I found him, and the line is like super short.
So, pro tip, don't come on opening day when it's 5 hours long.
Oh my god, look at his little cutie booty. Look at him.
We came at the end of the day and we were like the last group, so check the app.
Literally.
Because it's like 4 o'clock.
We didn't even check the app. Thank goodness we made it. But yeah, the day that we're here today, he's done meet and greeting by like 4:30.
Yeah.
So look before you get to the park to make sure he's going to be here.
Yeah.
I feel truly honored, truly blessed to meet him. It's a shame that I look so sweaty today, but I'm just excited.
Everybody does in Florida. Everybody.
I guess the PhotoPass like little thing wasn't working to scan the photos, and they did with some imagination and some magic. They finally made it work, but it was funny. I'm like nervous to meet him.
Our last family for the day. Our last family. Until we go back to drink finder.
He's ready for his close-up. There we go. I like your nails. We both have like fun nails. Yes, you could just like touch things with them. Oh yeah, the Star Cruiser. We just got off it this morning.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not even joking. I'm so happy we got to see you. Oh, I didn't, but I got to see people fighting. I just watched from a distance. Oh, one little spark. Is that what we're doing here? Yeah. Pretty cool. After you meet Figment, you get this little Imagination Institute postcard thing with Figment's autograph on it. Maybe that's because he can't write like an autograph himself.
Yeah, I think
But that's what it would look like. Yeah. Yeah, girl.
Bye, Joy. And of course, they have a variety of Figment merchandise. I kind of like this print right here.
It's a little like figurine, and he's standing on top of the EPCOT ball.
Yeah, I like that he's on the Spaceship Earth, but he also has a rainbow behind him.
His face looks a little, it's giving me Barney.
You should have bought this before we met him.
Well, actually, there's a really cute pair of new Figment ears that I saw online, but I guess I haven't made it to the park yet. I was hoping they would have them here, but they don't. But the fact that they have this, and they've had this all along, and I never knew about it, imagine how hot you'd be walking around outside. But I'm having a really bad hair day, so it would have covered it all.
Did you see the sleeping Figment plush?
Yes, I want it. I love Figment so much. He's so cute. And I never got to meet him when he was here before, and he hasn't been a meet and greet character for years, and they finally brought him back. And it just makes me so happy that he still gets the love and attention that he deserves. Like Peter said before, this ride isn't like the greatest ride, but him as a character is a great EPCOT character.
Well, they're spending $60 billion in the next 10 years. They should update the Figment ride.
Yes.
Disney, you cowards.
Yes.
If you want to see last time we were here for the EPCOT Food and Wine Festival, we'll put the video right over there. We want to say thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
Sarah, Jennifer, B, and Gmo. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next adventure.